Grant that province to Fulo. Thank you, yes. You mean to Jolof, right? We should do great power influence on Jolof before he gets unruly for some reason. French are getting out of control. Yeah, they've had a good game. France and Provence have been doing pretty well together. Doesn't help that we're not making any money right now because of, or sorry, yeah, we can't really privateer this node anymore. France has dominance of the node, barely, as I expected, which means we can't privateer there. We could privateer the English Channel again. Give up the idea of maybe theoretically getting a union over him at some point. Austria has no heir. The Emperor is heirless. Interesting. He'd also just rival England. I mean, he is taking my stuff down here, so... And the bastard spawned the institution, which is just unacceptable. You know? Of course, he's loyal to Poland. Of course, of course, of course. I can never get the goddamn Curia. Bunch of bullshit. Castilian West African Company is at 28% trade power. If we can get these colonies finished, then I think we'll get an extra merchant down here, which will help out for stuff and things. We have awful, awful settler chance. We are not very good at colonizing. Like, no great modifiers to that stuff. France have dishonored their military alliance with Provence. Interesting. The age-old alliance between France and Provence is done. It is Burgundy versus Provence. Burgundy has pulled in his subjects, Mr. Brabant and Holland. France has decided to not be friends with Provence anymore. That's great news for us. Make sure we re-up our royal marriage. Cede land to Granada. No, we're already integrating you, so... Crap. Liberty desired. Damn it! We're not going to be able to force religion on him. It's just not going to happen. Mr. Austria is royal married to Hungary. On monarch death, Habsburg is going to be succession war between France, Hungary and France, and he's 51. The likelihood of death is very high. Hungary's total development is... This is relevant, I promise. Hungary's total development is 242. So, this is another good educational moment if you've never messed with personal unions much, because it's more complicated than it appears. You have to look at the autonomy modified development of the country. So Hungary is showing in the ledger 242 development. Their actual value is going to be less. It's going to be based on the autonomy modified development, which was the same thing used with embracing institutions. Our autonomy modified development is 213.02. Theirs is going to be 242 minus whatever you can guesstimate here. They've got 0, like 5 in some places, 25 in some places. I would say maybe 15% is what they're losing. Maybe less, maybe only 10 if you want to be safe. So, that means you go here, you bust out your handy dandy calculator, as always. 242 times, let's call it 90% of that, because autonomy modified development. Which means they're at like 217.8. We have 213.02. So that was my low end estimate. If they instead have autonomy modified development at like 15% penalty, 242 times 0.85 would put them at like 205.7, which is less than what we have. That's relevant again because the person that gets the thing on monarch death is dependent upon who this country, not that country, who Austria is married to that has the highest autonomy modified development. So between Hungary, Cleves, and potentially us, we would be probably higher than Hungary. So in that case, I think it's worth risking going over the relationship limit to marry Austria. So let's see what happens on the next tick when it says on monarch death, succession war between Hungary and France. It should say on monarch death, succession war between us and France. Unless my estimate was off. See how it changed? On monarch death, succession war between Asturias and France. So again, if you have not done that math before, and you've looked at it and been like, well, how come sometimes I get the succession and other times I don't? It's because of that ridiculous autonomy modified development number. It's not as simple as just looking at the development numbers in the game. You've got to do this autonomy modified thing. With me? Can we beat France? Well, Austria is still the emperor. So Austria has... Well, he's only got 15k troops right now. Is he not the emperor? He is. What the hell happened to you, Austria? So I'm considering just granting this land to Granada right now. He'll have issues with the wrong religion, but I'm not going to core this crap. Either that or releasing the subject. But... now we're going to grant it to Granada, I think. We have spare Diplo points right now. Lose population in Wida? Oh well. Could we beat France in a war? Let's see. We're on Tech 9 to his Tech 8. France has 29,000 troops to our 31. We have slightly more manpower than he does. We have better income than he does. We have much less manpower per month than he does. So we'd have to play smart. We'd probably have to rely on our excess income to hire mercs. And we'd have to be just smarter overall with the war. But yeah, I think we could beat France. Not to mention, what this says is very important. See how it says, on monarch death, succession war between Asturias and France. Whichever nation is listed first is the defender in the war. France is listed second. He is the aggressor. So it's France attacking me and Austria. Since it's a defensive war, that means I could call in my allies. So if I think there's a good chance this could happen, then what I should do is ally a bunch of people that could help us out against France. For example, if we allied Provence, even though Provence is they have a truce with France, again, it's a defensive war. Defensive calls go through truces, so he would be able to defend us against France. So, I mean, I was kind of more inclined to try to get a personal union over France, but the opportunity to get a thing over Austria is pretty worth trying for, I think. And again, we're ahead of time on Diplotech, so I'm willing to go over the relationship limit for this. Unfortunately, Provence is the defender against Burgundy right now, so he could call us into that. We could ally England, on the other hand. Who is the strongest, I wonder? Ottomans, Mamluks, Poland. Poland's got a huge army. England's got a pretty sizable army, but no manpower. Out of our options, the English are the most likely to be able to help out. So I think we go over the limit for now and do this. Doesn't matter if there's a truce between England and France because a defensive call will go to England and England's going to say yes. So it doesn't matter that there's a truce. So we're going to take the alliance with England, go over the relationship limit, all just kind of hedging, hopefully, that Austria does die without a babby. But who knows? I mean, it could all be for naught and we could just be wasting Diplo points, but it's also possible that we get a free personal union over Austria, which would be interesting. We have a plutocratic coup, 100.4% with burghers. Because the disparity between my autonomy modified development and Hungary's was so close, I actually should be really careful. I granted some provinces away, but they had high autonomy. We need to be careful that Hungary doesn't sneak it by somehow getting slightly higher development than we have. So if there's anything we can do to like lower autonomy anywhere, we should. Noble birth. Burghers lose loyalty. They're currently... I do not want to lose yearly army tradition. No. Burghers gain loyalty, gain professionalism, lose loyalty with the nobles. It's totally fine. With that spare loyalty, we can revoke a province from the burghers. Like, say, Cordoba, which they shouldn't have anyway. This should really be owned by the clergy. Papal State has declared their war upon Naples. They cite excommunication. So they're taking advantage of their favors that they have with me. They want me to come help them in this war. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe that this can only happen if we are at peace. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure. You have to be at peace in order for this type of succession war to be declared. Let's test it. I will accept the call, and then if it changes, then I'm going to squirrel, because, yeah, we didn't go over the relationship limit for nothing. Still showing succession war. I'm worried about going another monthly tick, because there could be another Iron Man autosave. Austria has to be at peace, not us. That's true. Okay. All right, well, let's stick with it then. We're fighting Brittany. I mean, I'm not really going to help in this war because I need my army to be in a good position to potentially fight France. In fact, we should probably consider positioning the troops in a better spot. Like, say, up here. I confirm again that that's not gone. We'll also want to improve relations with Austria. On the off chance that he does become a subject, we want him to be as high opinion as possible. Vortexes, thank you. Love that emote. I care more about buying down inflation than getting ahead of time on admin tech, so let's buy this down once. Francian draperies. Burghers gain loyalty. France's opinion goes up, and good stuff happens. All sounds great. Go back to making good money again. We could use some more max manpower. Caceres will build a barracks. We're going to put all this effort and thought into this. No royal marriage with England because that makes the relationship permanent. It's just a defensive alliance in case this event fires. As in, you know, in case Austria dies. Aragon cedes Messina and Palermo to Naples. He's finally at peace. It's Austria. He's going to get an heir 100%. There's no chance for new heir in here, is there? I swear there was something. Guess not. Yes, Granada is still Sunni. I haven't been able to get enough prestige to be able to fully placate him. And of course, our only valid rival is now France. Morocco's thick, yeah, I would agree with that. We could try to go up here and maybe knock Brittany out of the war. I'd like to be at peace soon. We have access through France. It's a pretty easy siege for us. Let's get a fully, properly composed army first. I want to pull all the valuable troops over here. We still have 3 artillery. Where's the 3rd artillery? Oh, he's already there. That's right, we lost one of our cav, is what we were missing. Alright, let's retrain a cav, and let's consider going up to 4 artillery. The risk here is that if this war breaks out, this stack could be stuck behind enemy lines because of all the French forts, which is why I'm kind of reluctant to do this. In fact, we're so close to the manpower cap, I think I'm just going to send the whole damn army and make sure that if we do get stuck, at least we get stuck with the whole army together. Because I can't guarantee that we have naval superiority over them. Austria still has no air. I don't know what the specific chance of death is, but... and to allied Aragon. How badly do we want this war to end? I mean, looks like Pope Man can't actually win on his own. So, whoa, did I just see Sweden broke free? Yes, Sweden's independent. I don't want this guy to come harass my lands. We finally have prosperity in a lot of our country. Let's do a barrage here. Let's grab our transports, who have a sail speed of 18. Is that enough? Yes. But he has 3 heavies. We'll just let it be unblockaded. I'm sure it'll fall quickly, right? Don't siege the gold mine, you son of a bitch. It's prosperous. Why you gotta do this, man? How's my new roommate? He is sleeping right in front of me. I could go get my phone back. I'll do that. One sec. There's Cat. Like I said, he's just passed out. He played for a long time, and then now he's just been sleeping for like the last 2 hours. Austria thing is a long shot? It's not exactly guaranteed, but if you don't take the chance, it'll never fire, right? Here's that little guy. He's waking up a little bit, but not really. I think he's just gonna kind of shift positions and go back to sleep. He's tired. Very tired. Tired boy. Leave me alone, he says. Try to sleep. Alright, what are we doing? I win this war. I know, he does look grumpy, doesn't he? He looks like he's tired of my crap. For sure. We have a 49% chance taking the capital of Britannia, and we failed, of course. We have not quite maxed out relations with the Pope. Even though France is potentially about to become our enemy, let's improve relations with him. Still no heir for Archduke Maximilian von Habsburg. Still succession war between us and France, which is what we want to see. There's Nantes. I cannot negotiate a separate peace. If I want Brittany to get knocked out so they stop harassing my gold mine, I should just transfer everything to the Pope Man. I don't want this land. They're breaching the gold mine, Pope. If you want my help, you better piece this guy out. Come on. Why are you making me wait? This is dumb. Pope Man. Stupid Pope Man pulling me to stupid wars. Stupid wars that don't make me money and make him money instead. I don't like it. Defensive Edict. Yes, even though it's already at 14% chance. Works best if you turn it on earlier. Why didn't you suggest it a while ago, guys? One thing I want to start doing is the culture conversion edicts in states where we have complete control, which are not many. Don't take it. Nice. Suck on that. Disease outbreak. Alliance offer from Austria. No. We're just gonna wait. I don't want to be tied to him too closely. Come on. They're gonna sack my gold mine and then ruin everything because Pope Man's too dumb to just peace out now, you know? Damn it! Oh my god. You sons of bitches. Seriously, Pope Man, like, seriously, like, can I just swear here? Like, Pope Man, go fuck yourself. You have enough war score. Look at this. Look at this fucker. He's got 70 war score with Brittany. None of us want any of this guy's shit. Just piece him out of the fucking war and protect my gold mine, you know? I am super mad about that. It's fucking stupid. There's just no reason to stay at war with Brittany and let him threaten my lands. Like, even if... Assume for a second that I would actually help him in his war. Right? Assume I would actually help him. It's in the Pope's own best interest to knock out Brittany and relieve the stress and strain on my own country so that my armies are free to then come help him in Naples. Instead, he's allowing my gold mine to get sacked while my army suffers attrition to siege down a fort we don't need, to knock out a secondary participant that's not even the primary target of his fucking war. You see how stupid it is? It's idiotic that he hasn't done the peace deal yet. Maybe he wants that extra 10 ducats. He has 70 war score against Brittany, who's on low enthusiasm. He can't take the land because it's too outside of his coring range. I don't want the land. No one wants the land. So all he has to do... It's already fallen. God damn it. Piece of shit. All he has to do... Well, he's not on low enthusiasm. But he just has to use his 70 fucking war score to piece him out. For 25% war score for war reps, sorry, for money, and 10% war score for war reps. That's it. That's all he has to do. Maybe 45% war score if he wants to annul Brittany's alliance with Mr. Naples. But that's it. That's all he has to do. He wants the war score on Naples? The war score on Naples is meaningless if he can't actually get war score. He doesn't... No, that's wrong. He doesn't need the war score against Naples because... He has to actually occupy a fort in the area before he can demand anything anyway. Keeping a 10 stack in the war, keeping 40% of the total troops in the war is idiotic. It's absolutely stupid. It's stupid, and it makes me mad. Now Pope Man has 99 war score. It doesn't make any sense. Now he does. Look what he does. Look what he fucking does. 45% war score. 50 ducats. Annul treaties. War reps. Why the fuck did we have to go to 99 war score for you to do that? You're telling me that he made my gold mine get sacked to 80 plus fucking percent devastation so that he could get 50 fucking ducats? That's awful, awful AI logic. Atrociously bad. Not to mention the thing's still occupied because... I'm done with the Pope. Fuck the Pope. Fuck you, Pope. Good luck winning that war. Must have positive prestige. Damn it, I'm gonna declare a war and go win a war just so that I can scornfully insult the Pope.